and the wheels would stop against the back of the marble step. She would lean back and pull the cart up again and then again. Click. There were 18 marble steps between landings, 36 between floors. She was trying to get to the third floor of the tower. There was only one elevator, which you could use if you had a key, in the back of the 75-year-old building. If her business was on the up and up, she could have just asked anyone in the building to meet her and take her up. Everyone knew her here. The president's office was here. The legal department. She was over here for meetings and purchasing cool cars for all of the university officers. Over here to get documents signed off by the lawyers. Usually, she would just take the stairs for the exercise, and she would only have a folder with papers in it. Her office was north of here, a half-mile away at the edge of the campus. The building was deserted today. It was early morning for this year's commencement. The stages and sound equipment were all set up at the far end of the lawn in the mall in front of this building. There were thousands of white plastic folding chairs set up facing away from the building, all set up for the proud parents to watch the events of the graduation ceremonies later today. She had known the purchasing wizard that had figured out what to do with the thousands of folding chairs. He was retired now. The impossibility of the process. There was nowhere to store thousands of plastic folding chairs. Every year, the university brought them, had them shipped in large trucks, and set them up, and the next day they were sold to a Chinese firm as used. And away they went again, and no one had to clean them. Violet couldn't ask someone with the key to the elevator for the favor of coming to help get upstairs. She wasn't on the up and up. This was not so little lie. She was pulling up one step at a time, a brand new two-wheeled golf caddy, loaded with top-of-the-line golf bag and clubs fitted with head covers. They were all in teal green. If anyone saw her and asked, people that knew her were always curious about whatever she might be working on and who it was for. She would explain that it was a surprise for Dr. Truss, the president of the university, and she couldn't really discuss it. And she couldn't chance meeting him or anyone else on the elevator that would give it away. She had even imagined her story of getting a big, strong student worker to carry it up for her. But she didn't want that to take place either. No witnesses would be perfect. And there was no one around at all right now. It was 6:30 in the morning, and in the center of the clubs was her M1 rifle with the sniper scope and the leather cheek rest on its stock with a head cover on the top of its barrel's end. Her father's old club cozy underneath the teal green one. Violet was small and not very strong. She was energetic and had walked all over campus during her work days here. That was quite a lot of days. She had been here for 20 years before she was fired. The tight business skirt and heels never slowed her down. She was just 5 feet tall, but she was a beauty. A giant smile, perfect teeth, perfect mocha skin, and a look that would immediately tell you she knew exactly who you were and what you wanted. She claimed to have been the head of the Filipino mafia on campus, and she probably had been. This had been long in the planning and long in keeping and hidden from everyone. She was already tired. Trudging up the steps, it was painful, as well because of her arthritic fingers that were beginning to seize up again. She pretended it didn't hurt. You could keep on long after everyone else if you knew how to pretend it didn't hurt. She'd rest on the first floor landing. Click. And the wheels would stop against the back of the next marble step.